Skin the Hardaway Southern T, back with another EP. Today we're gonna do it a little different right now. This is something that I do, every day. But today I'm gonna show y'all how I go through the process of, coming through with these daily bets. And y'all know over here at Southern T, these live video streams, this is for this is literally for us to pretty much pick every game that's on the slate today. We go touch a little bit on just about every game, every sport that's on the slate today, right? I should say, not necessarily every game, but every sport that's on the slate today for sure, right? But this is basically how I come up with my best bets for the day and whatnot. We got boxing today, uh, got college football today, we got MLB today, we got NHL today, we got CFL today, 2 baseball games, 5 college football games. Right. So we got a decent slate today. What I like to do is I'm gonna start with the first, games of the day. Now I already got, a little something up here because I got likes and I got love. This really ain't for you to see. I want y'all to listen to the sound of my voice, right? I got things I like and I got things that I love, right? What I try to do is I try to only bet on things that I love, right? The things I like, I jot them down, and by probably, I probably will play them, later on, or I use them if I have to, you know what I mean? But what I try to do now is I try to only bet on things that I love, not necessarily things that I like, right? So I want to start with college football today. I'm gonna start with college football today. Okay, I don't know what the hell that was, right? I don't know what the hell that was, right? But I digress. I digress. I know y'all can't necessarily see the board, right? But this ain't necessarily for y'all to see the board. This for y'all, to the board is for me to see, right? Jot my notes down so I don't gotta go back in my phone and whatnot. But we finna run through, our daily best for the day. I said I'm gonna do it a little different this morning. I'm gonna show y'all how to come up with the process. We're gonna try to make this as swiftly as possible, right, for this Friday. But we got college football, FCS and FBS, NHL, MLB, little preseason NBA, boxing. What I'm gonna touch on is the boxing. We gonna touch on the college football for sure, and then we gonna get into the MLB. My MLB, I was on fire with MLB up until yesterday. I had my first loss. Had my first loss in MLB yesterday. in about since the second round started of the MLB, man, I've been on fire. But I had a tough day yesterday on the MLB. What's good, Shay girl? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Shay girl. Glad you can make it for you. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it a little different. I'm gonna show y'all how I come up, how I come up with this process, right? But let's go on and get started because I already rambled long enough, right? All right. We gonna start with college football today, right? The first games of the day is the MLB. Started at 4. And actually, boxing started at 12, right? But we gonna start with college football. We gonna start with the FCS. We gonna start with the FCS. The first game was really only one game. It's really only one game today in FCS. 4 college games, 1 FCS game. 5 college games, 1 FCS game, 4 FBS games. But we got Brown versus Princeton. Southern T, is you really up here talking about Ivy League football? Yes, I am up here talking about Ivy League football because guess what? Ivy League football, FCS schools make money the same way that the Power Fives and the Division I schools make money, right? Because when you put it on your bet slip, it paid the same, right? Plus 120 is still plus 120. You know, minus 220 still minus 220. All the same way, whether it's Division I, Division II. But we got Brown versus Princeton, right? Brown is 2-2. Princeton is 1-2. Princeton is at home in this game. That's why I'm thinking Princeton is the favorite. I love this spot, right? You know, like what I love. I'm trying to only bet on things that I love, right? I realize that when I bet on things that I love, my success rate of hitting is 10 times higher, right? Way higher. You know what I mean? The things that I like, but things that I love tend to come through. So what I'm trying to do now is only bet on things that I love, right? You know what I mean? But we got Brown versus Penn. Princeton is at the house, right? Princeton is 1-3. Brown is 2-2. Right? Brown lost their last 2 games. Princeton lost their last 2 games. All right, so both of these teams trying to get back in the win column. Now, this is why I like Brown in this spot. Brown is the underdog in this game at plus 124. They have the better record, right? 2-2, 1-3, only a 1-game difference, right? But Brown's quarterback, 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Princeton's quarterback has 3 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. Now, I play football myself, right? Whether you play football or not, y'all know turnovers is never good. If your quarterback got 9 turnovers, right? That's probably a big part of the reason why this team has 3 losses. You know what I mean? We move right along. We'll move right along. I went and looked at each game separately, right? I'm telling y'all why I love this, right? I love it because, one, Princeton's quarterback is not that good, and Brown's quarterback is pretty decent. 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions versus 3 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. You know what I mean? Right? So that's one reason. The second reason, I look at these total scores, right? Brown lost their last game, they scored 21. They lost the game before that, they scored 35. They won the game before that, they scored 31. They won the game before that, they scored 26. In their first game of the season, they only scored 13 points. Now I go to Princeton, right? Their last game, they lost it, they scored 7 points. The game before that, they lost it, they scored 17 points. They beat Howard, they scored 30 points. They lost to Lehigh, they scored 20 points. And they beat Penn and scored 31 points. The trend in that is Brown averages, over a touchdown more points on offense than Princeton does. So you telling me that I got Princeton. So you telling me I got Brown as the underdog with the better quarterback, and they average more points on offense. Overall, the better team. I think Princeton is only the favorite in this game because Princeton is at home, right? A lot of times when you see these odds, minus 150 plus 124, look at the home team. A lot of times teams get the favorite tag because they're home. If Brown wasn't home in this game, I'm pretty sure Brown would be the favorite. They're giving Princeton the benefit of the doubt because Princeton is at home. And I say that's where people like us come in and we jump on the opportunity. Not only do I think Brown wins this game, I think this game goes over 50.5 points. This is why I love betting on FCS, because a lot of the FCS stats are, pretty cut and dry. You know what I mean? So Brown is plus 124. That's an underdog play today, right? Brown on the money line is plus 124. I'm about to drop this in the chat for y'all. Brown on the money line is plus 124. Let me drop this in the chat real quick for video purposes. What's good, Jazz? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Queen. Glad you can make it. Glad you can make it, Queen. Glad you can make it. I love seeing the queens in this thing. Shout out my girl, Shay Girl. Shout out my girl, Jazz. Love seeing y'all in here. So, okay, so we got Brown on the money line today. He's at plus 124, right? So put that in your bag. Put that in your bag. I just told you why I love Brown. Brown is a love, right? Brown is a love. Also, that over 50.5, I think is a go as well. Now, you can't bet them together, right? But I think Brown on that over 50.5 is a go as well. So let me drop that in there for y'all too. Actually, no, I'm just gonna put that Brown money line there, right? Because that's a love. I love that Brown money line, right? The over I'll go to, but I love the money line and it's worth more, right? They got a better quarterback and they average more points on offense. I think Princeton is only the favorite because they're at home, right? So that's my first play of the day. Brown on the money line. I'm spamming that play all day. You know what I mean? That play right there is getting spammed all day. Now let's head to FBS college football. Right? We got Florida State versus Duke today. We got Oregon versus Purdue today. We got Fresno State versus Nevada today. Now I'm going to start with the things that I love first, right? Go to things that I love. BYU over Oklahoma State. I love that play. BYU was playing excellent football. Oklahoma State not playing so well, right? You know what I mean? Oklahoma State at the beginning of the year was one of the teams that, people had, pretty high expectations for. Haven't quite lived up to expectations. BYU at this point, they may be, I don't want to say over exceeding expectations because, at this point, I think we all know BYU is a pretty good team, right? But BYU is beating some really good teams this year, man. They've had some really good outings, and BYU scored a whole lot of points this year, man. They look almost like this. This looks like what is you doing? Move. Hold on, y'all. All right, my bad. My goddamn dog. But yeah. All right, let's go to the FCS. So we got Brown in there. That Brown money line at plus 124. I love it. Love that play. That's a love. Let's go to another play that I love, right? BYU versus the Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State 3-3. BYU 6-0, right? BYU is at home as well, 3-0 in the conference. Oklahoma State is 0-3 in the conference. Oklahoma State lost their last 3 games. Western Kentucky, Kansas State, Utah. BYU won their last 3 games. Arizona, Baylor, Kansas State, right? Now, BYU is favored in this. It's minus 350, right? I'm not going to tell you to go put in the minus 350 line, but I want you to hear me out. It's this thing called halftime and to win. I think BYU is going to be winning this game at halftime. I think BYU is going to win this game outright, right? So it's a prop. What we going to do is we going to take them together. We going to take BYU halftime and to win. Halftime / 4-time BYU. And that's going to bring that game to minus 160. So it cuts it in half, cuts it by more than in half, right? Because I think BYU was minus 345. It cuts it to 160, right? So these are props that I love. These are games that I love. These are things that I love today. Brown, I love it, right? I love it. What I'm doing now is I'm only betting on things that I love, not things that I like, right? So we go BYU, however you see it. That's it's the skull cap, DP. What you mean? What you mean? As many times you done seen me wear this skull cap. But I digress. BYU. I've been wearing this skull cap 2 years. As many times you done seen me wear this goddamn skull cap. You asking me what's on my head. You want me to turn it forward or something? But anyway, I digress. BYU minus 160. BYU minus 160. We're going to drop that in here. And there's BYU halftime in the win. If I know it'd be different on different sites. Yeah, so we got that Brown at minus 124. My second play is BYU versus BYU halftime, BYU to win, minus 160. You put those two together right now, that'll bring us to plus 264. And really, you can get out of there right now. Like, for my people, this is what I would like. Okay, let's have family time right now. If you bet 25 on those two plays right there, you win $100, right? So what I'm probably going to do, right, is I'm probably going to take every day. I probably bet about $100 every day. Like, at least $100, right? At least $100, right? Now I'm not betting $100 per play. I try to split 25. Like I try to get a couple plays, right? So I could hit, so I can increase my chance of hitting. So my first play today, I made just over 25 on Brown, BYU halftime, BYU to win, right? 2 legs. That'll get us to plus 264, right? That'll be 25 will win you 100, right? So 5 will win you 20 on it, right? 5 will win you 20 on it. It's a 2 leg right now. You know what I mean? So understand that we got 2 legs in here so far. 5 will win us 20. So understand that we cooking right now, right? But I digress. So I love both those. BYU. So I love Brown because Brown has the better quarterback and they are the higher scoring team and they plus money. I love BYU halftime in the win. BYU. Right, just basically because BYU is the better team overall. Right? 6-0. And they got a common opponent. Oh yeah, common opponent. BYU beat Kansas State, and Kansas State beat Oklahoma State, right? So BYU got a win on a team that already beat Oklahoma State. You know what I mean? So they beat a common team as well. right? So they beat a common team as well. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm giving y'all my parlay first. I'm giving y'all my parlay first, and then we go get into the plays for the day, right? So I'm telling y'all what I love the most out of today first. You know what I mean? So BYU minus 160, Brown money line plus 124. Those odds are plus 264 right now. All right. So moving right along. So moving right along. Where we was at. It's oh yeah, CFL. Y'all like CFL? Yeah, CFL, Canadian football. Y'all got Canadian football on y'all books? Most books have CFL. You know what I mean? Most books have CFL, right? So let's go on to the CFL, right? We got the Hamilton Tiger Cats and the Calgary. I about to say Calgary Flames, but that's hockey. Calgary Stampeders, right? So neither of these teams have a winning record. Neither of these teams have a winning record. I think Hamilton Tiger Cats like six. Hamilton Tiger Cats 6-10. The Calgary Stampeders are 4-11. I like the Hamilton Tiger Cats on the money line, and I'm gonna tell you why. Right? They have a better record, 6-10. Right? They average almost 10 points more on offense. Calgary very seldomly scores above 20 points. I think they average like 20 points on offense. And Hamilton Tiger Cats, they average like 27 or something like that, 28. You know, Calgary is bad on offense. Calgary is bad on defense. The Hamilton Tiger Cats actually have a pretty good offense. Their defense isn't all that good. And if the offense, slips up a little bit, then 9 times out of 10 they're going to lose their game. But they have a pretty good offense. Calgary is probably the worst team in the CFL. You're right. So we are basically just fading the worst team in the CFL in a sense, right? The worst team in the CFL used to be Edmonton. Calgary has lost to Edmonton twice already. You know what I mean? So basically, this is just a fade of the worst team in the CFL, pretty much. You know what I mean? Now, I don't love the Hamilton Tiger Cats, but in this game, I most definitely love the Hamilton Tiger Cats, right? So we go take the Hamilton Tiger Cats. They have minus 185, right? And this is CFL. Right? They score more points. They have the better record. And Calgary is the worst team in the CFL. And Calgary the worst team in the CFL. And that'll get us the plus 460. All right, so let me drop that in there. Let me drop this in there. Y'all ever heard of a Tiger Cat? And those odds are minus 185, right? Those odds are minus 185. So now, Tino there to win you 50. So now your 5 will win you 30. My 25 will win me 140. This probably hammer. I'm probably gonna run out 3 of them together. 6, 6, 9. Yeah, I like that. I love that actually. Because they score a lot more points than Calgary. Right? So we're gonna take those 3. I love all those 3. And what I'm doing now is I'm going looking at props that that I love. Not that I like, because I like a lot of shit. But this is about the shits that I love. We got boxing today, right? All the boxing is always a little iffy, right, man? Boxing is always a little because the way that you have to bet boxing is always a gamble because a lot of time boxing odds are terrible. But we go ahead to the WNBA, right? We go ahead to the WNBA. Now we go take and adjusted on this. Adjusted means we setting our own bar. Again, this is my parlay, not necessarily my picks. My picks and my plays are different things, right? The plays is what I'm gonna actually play in my bets. The picks is what I'm picking. You know what I mean? On the line, right? But Lynx lost the last game on the game winning shot by 3. I had the Lynx on my own spread. They actually covered the spread. I think the spread was like 4.5, so they covered the real spread. I had the Lynx at 7.5 the last game. So I'm coming right back with the Lynx at 7.5 on this game. So I'm gonna come right back with the Lynx at 7.5 on this game. What's good, AB? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, AB. Glad you can make it, pimp. Right. So these things that I love. I'm giving y'all my parlay first. Right. So these are things that I love. The actual bets that I'm gonna make. And I make, my own bets. I don't necessarily take the spread all the time. This is the play that I'm gonna put in, and I'm gonna tell y'all my picks for everything. A little later. But the first 30 minutes is always gonna be. I'm gonna give y'all a parlay every day. The first 30 minutes, I'm gonna give y'all a parlay. It's gonna be no longer than 5 leads. I'm gonna make sure it's not longer than 5 leads. It's gonna be 4 or 5 leads. Right. Right now we at 4. All right, so we got the Lynx plus 7. We created our own spread. Plus 7.5. Right? All those games have been close. The last game, they won on a buzzer beater. Liberty did. What's good, AB? Appreciate you sliding through this thing. Again, we parlaying all this. I'm dropping the odds for it when I put it in there too. Right? The Lynx very well could win this game. This is to add, something that, right? So now we at plus 685 odds, right? So now that 25 will win you 200, and your 5 will win you $40 right now. And I haven't put anything in here that I don't love just yet. It was something else. I think it may have been. It was something else that I love. I think it was one more thing that I love. Playing on the fence, getting nigga shot right by the boss. Pimping her my wrist, I make this bitch go cut my yard. Yeah, okay. Was it Nevada and Fresno? Right, so I gave y'all one. So I gave y'all one dog in there. Brown at plus 124. If you got money, you can play Brown by itself. Right? Because I know some people, some people bet thousands of dollars. You know what I mean? At times. So if you got money, you can throw your 1,000 on Brown. You know what I mean? If you want to play it by itself. But for my people who trying to build bank accounts, trying to build it up, I got y'all a nice little parlay today, man. That's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start dropping my plays first. They gonna be short. No longer than 5. Maybe 4. I might just end this one at 4. Because I think everything after this is probably gonna be a light. Because I think everything after this is probably gonna be a light. Nevada and Fresno. Yeah, Nevada at home. Yeah, so we go to Nevada with the alternate. Now, I think Nevada will win this game outright too, right? But it's a like. I like them on the money line. So I'm not gonna put it with what I love. What I do love is my adjusted point spread that I'm gonna take. We go take an adjusted point spread with Nevada. It's gonna push us up to that threshold that we like, right? Now our 5 is worth 52 and our 10 is worth 100. We go take Nevada plus 10 and a half, right? And we gonna take Nevada plus 10 and a half. And that'll be our 5 right there. That'll be our parlay, to get us some bread today. Again, you can take Brown on the play on his own. Brown is plus 124. You can take that on his own. Because some people do like to do that, right? You can take Brown on his own. But if you don't got the money to spend today to take Brown on his own, play these 5 plays and come holler at me tomorrow. Play these because this gonna end late. We got a 9:30 game, we got a 9:15 game, and then we got 2 6s and a 7, right? So we got 2 9 o'clock games. So you can holler at me tomorrow. I might be up though watching this shit. Because if it go well, you better believe that I'm gonna be here. You better believe that I'm going to be here, and I'm expecting it to go well. You know what I mean? But we're gonna take Nevada and an adjusted 10 and a half. And that's what I like. I mean, that's what I love. This is what I love for today. That's it right there. That's what I love for today. And now I'm gonna play more than this, right? But this is what I love for today, right? Now on this side, we're gonna have what I like. In the middle, we're gonna have things that I'm indifferent about, right? In the middle, we're gonna have things that I'm even about, right? So this is what I love. What I love, I already dropped it in the chat. What's good, Stay? Let me drop this Nevada plus 10. Play that. That parlay I just gave y'all, play that. Matter of fact, we about to play that shit right now. And I'm gonna let y'all see we about to play that shit right now. Right, we about to play that shit right there right now. And what's that? That is minus 304. Right, I know they gonna keep you close at home, right? All right, so let's put this together, right? Let's go. Brown on the money line. Brown on the money line. Minus 124. BYU halftime and the win. Minus 160. Hamilton Tiger Cats. That's CFL. On the money line versus the worst team in the league, right? And let me put CFL in there in case some of y'all don't know. Right? Link 7.5. Y'all should know what the links is. And again, these adjusted, right? Those are adjusted. What's the links? Value minus 250. Right, and last but not least, top it off, Nevada plus 10.5. So basically, I gave you Brown. So basically, I gave you Brown on the money line, right? That's my player today. I gave you Brown on the money line plus money. That's 124. If you can't play Brown by itself, then I got a parlay for you. If you can't play Brown by itself and make it work, I got 4 more plays for you that you can play. 2 adjusted and 2 more money lines. And that'll get you the plus 943. So basically what that means is every $5 wins 50. Right? So that's basically what that means. Like every 5 will win you 50. So every 5 that you bet will win you 50. So if you bet 10, you win 100. You bet 20, you win 200. You bet 1,000, you win 10K. I digress. Right? You bet 100, you win 1,000. Pretty much how that works. Pretty much how that works. And it could be a little more, right? Give or take. But yeah, that's pretty much how that works. Every 5 when you 50, every 10 when you're 100, right? So that's the part. Like that's what I love. I love all that shit. Like that's what I'm taking to the bank. I'm finna put that in myself, right? 5 on that when you 52, right? So we finna put this in. I'm gonna let y'all see me put. I'm gonna put $5 on it with y'all, right? I'm gonna let y'all see me put this shit in. Right? Brown, BYU, Hamilton Tiger Cats, Minnesota Lynx, Nevada 10.5. Right? So that's everything that I love for today. That's everything that I love. That's everything that I love for today. Now, what I like for today, I'm gonna leave that on the screen. I'm gonna leave that on the screen. Now we got boxing. Now we finna get into the boxing. Y'all ready for this boxing? We got yes sir. I mean yes ma'am. Tay. MMA. What's good, baby? Appreciate you starting this time. Hey Tay. 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 No. Oh, I'm gonna give me a water bottle now. Hold on. Well, god damn it. We don't got no water bottle. Hold on, let me get my cup. So god damn it. All right, let me get y'all what I like. That's what I love. That's what I love right there on the screen. Yeah, can't beat that with a stick right there, I don't think. I don't think you can beat that shit with a stick right there. Can't beat that shit with a stick right there. So that's the bet right there. That's one of the bets right there. Right, that's what I love. Now, I'm finna explain. I'm finna explain again why I pick what I pick, right? For the people that, you know, I'm finna explain it again why I pick what I pick. Hey, Tay. 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 But y'all finna explain why I pick what I pick again, right? So that first bet you see on the screen is my bet of the day. That's my bet of the day. That's if you got money, if you got a little money, if you got a lot of money, Brown at plus 124. That's a playable play by itself. You betting 100, you betting a unit, 1 unit, $100. You betting a unit on it. You got 1 unit to spend, 1 unit to play with. Bet it on Brown. That's what I tell you. Bet it on Brown. Bet it on Brown, 124. BYU halftime in the win. I'm expecting BYU to dominate Oklahoma State. Brown is playing Princeton. Brown scores a lot more points than Princeton. Brown has a better record than Princeton. Brown is playing better teams than Princeton, right? Princeton's quarterback has more interceptions than touchdowns. Princeton quarterback has more interceptions than his running back, himself, and the wide receiver combined. Princeton quarterback has 9 interceptions, 3 touchdowns. Princeton running back has 2 touchdowns. The wide receiver has 2 touchdowns. If you add 3 plus 5, if you add 3 plus 2 plus 2, right? 3, 5, 7. That's 7 touchdowns to 9 interceptions for Princeton. 3 people got 7 touchdowns, and the quarterback has 9 interceptions. He turns the ball over more than everybody scores on that team. So why wouldn't I take Brown? Brown actually is one of the better teams in the Ivy League. They're on a 2-game skid now, but that Brown team isn't bad. It's not a bad Brown team. Take that bet, y'all. FCS. Jump all over that. Jump all over that. Now I digress. BYU is playing Oklahoma State now. Wow. I'm 100% confident. I'm 95 because you can't be 100%, right? It's gambling, right? I'm 95% confident in Brown. I'm 90% confident in BYU halftime in the win. And the only reason BYU isn't the #1 play for the day is because it's not plus money. Brown is plus money. BYU is the second play for the day because I like the odds that I can get on it if I go halftime in the win. Now, I think that's fairly easy for a team like BYU who's undefeated, who's beating teams by 20-plus points, who's averaging over 30 points a game, beating some good teams. I already have beaten the same team that they're playing today. They beat Kansas State. The team that BYU is playing today lost to Kansas State, right? So that's the #1 reason why I'm picking BYU. The #2 reason I'm picking BYU is because they average over 30-plus points a game. #3 reason is that they're undefeated. Now, the only reason this isn't my #1 play again is because of, it's not plus money. It is minus 160, but we parlaying it. And also, Oklahoma State was supposed to be better than what they is right now. They're supposed to be better than what they is right now. So maybe they wake up, right? They 3-3. But when they play the good teams, they tend to lose. So maybe they wake up and they give me a heart attack or something and they win today. But I'm pretty confident with this undefeated BYU team. This BYU team looks nasty. This BYU team looks like they want to make the college playoffs, right? BYU, put it in the parlay. If you don't have the funds just to bet Brown on his own, take Brown, take BYU. You could put those two together if you want to, right? But if you only got $5 to spend, follow along with me because we finna get y'all to the end. We finna get y'all there, right? Hamilton Tiger Cats. This is CFL, right? This is CFL. Now, this one right here, I gave y'all 5 plays. Brown, BYU, Hamilton Tiger Cats, Lynx, and Nevada, right? This Hamilton Tiger Cats is probably my least confident play of the plays that I love. I'm confident in all the plays that I love, but this is the team that I have the least confidence in out of the 5. I have a lot of confidence in them to beat the team that they're playing. But out of my 5, this will be the least one, Hamilton Tiger Cats. And I'm going to tell you why. The Hamilton Tiger Cats are 6-10. Southern T, ain't no way in the hell you got me in here betting on the team 6-10. I know, but hear me out though. Hear me out though. They play the team that's 4-12. Right? So they 6-10. They play the team that's 4-12. Right? They 6-10. They play the team that's 4-12. Okay, so that's the first reason, right? Why I'm picking them. They're the better team. They have proven to be the better team over the course of the season. Now, notice I say they're proven to be the better team, not proven to be a good team. But hear me out. Hear me out. This team averages above 25 points per game, right? The team that they're playing averages under 20 points per game, right? So I'm looking at a team. That averages above 25, and I'm looking at a team that can't even get me to 20. You know what I mean? So I like my chances. You know what I mean with that? Hamilton Tiger Cats' problem isn't their offense. The Hamilton Tiger Cats' problem is their defense. But in this particular game, right, it ain't like we even got to really necessarily worry about their defense because they're not playing a very good team in the Calgary Flames. The Calgary Flames don't score a whole lot of points themselves anyway. They don't score a lot of points themselves, right? So I trust these Hamilton Tigers offense more than I trust anything. More than I trust anything on that Calgary. Right? They can't nobody. That is the worst team in the CFL. Calgary. This may not be. They are in front of them. I trust their offense. Can y'all hear me? Am I breaking up? Can y'all hear me? Okay. Well, yeah, I trust the Hamilton. I trust the Hamilton Tiger Cats offense more than I trust anything on Calgary, right? So make sure y'all can hear me. My phone almost died. That's probably why I'm finna go out and come back in. Y'all, my phone almost died. When your phone, when it get low like that, it start acting stupid. So I'm finna go out and come back in. I'm finna go out and come back in, man. Y'all don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. I'm finna be right back. I'm finna be in. I'm finna be out. Finna be in. I'm finna be out. But yeah, we almost halfway through with the parlay anyway, right? We're on the 13th. I'm finna go in. I'm finna come back out. Yo. Okay. I'm back. Can you hear me? Yo, yo, yo. Mic check. Sound check. Oh, let me get my mic check. Sound check. All right, we Gucci. Let me turn this damn heat off. All right, we do come back to melt up under this fucking heater right here. But yeah. But what I was saying, boy, yeah, Hamilton Tiger Cats, right? It's my least confident out of the five, but I'm confident in all these five, right? I'm a 95 on Brown because you can't be 100% is gambling, right? I'm 95% on Brown. I'm 90% on BYU. Hamilton Tiger Cats is my least confident, so I'm about 75 on them. I'm 75% or higher on all of these picks right here, right? But I'm 75. I'm the least confident about them. 75% on Hamilton though. 80%. I go 80%. I'm 95 on Brown, 90 on BYU, 80 on Hamilton Tiger Cats. And the rest of them, I'm 85 and higher, 85, 90, in an 85, 90 area, right? But Hamilton Tiger Cats playing the worst team in the CFL. So we basically fading the worst team in the CFL with a team that's offense is pretty good, but the defense not so good, right? So Hamilton Tiger Cats should beat the worst team in the CFL. I'm gonna see it like that, right? Make you feel a little better about it. I hope so. Lynx are playing the New York Liberty. The Lynx are playing the New York Liberty, right? If I'm not mistaken, this series is tied one. Let me make sure y'all can still hear me because my Wi-Fi is just tripping. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, okay, boom. So let's check the series, y'all hear me. So let's check the series. The series is either no, it's 2-1. Is it 2-1? I picked the Lynx to win every game. The Lynx won the first game for me. I took the Lynx with the points last game. They covered the spread for me, right? So the Lynx have just been doing their damn thing for me. So it ain't broke today. I ain't gonna fix it. Actually, what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna make sure that I hit it for a third time with the Lynx, right? Because I'm gonna take an adjusted total this time. And they very well could win this game outright, you know. I almost won the last one outright, you know. I said the Knicks, I think. No, I said the Lynx, right? The Liberty are up 2-1. So the Liberty are playing to close this out. The Liberty can close out the series at Minnesota. Minnesota is playing to keep it alive. Game 4. Now Minnesota almost won game 2. They lost it on the last. Shout out my girl Shay girl. Yep, 2-1 Liberty. They lost it on a last shot in the last game. So they almost won the last game. I'm taking the Lynx 7.5. The spread for today is -3.5. I think the spread for the last game was -3.5 or something like that. So they ended up covering the spread. It might have been 4.5, and they lost by 3, so they covered the spread by 1.5 actually, right? Which is great. They won the first game, which is even better. I won games, right? This game taking adjusted. We're gonna take an adjusted because I'm thinking the Lynx keep it close, right? I'm thinking they keep it close at least, if not win. But I will say, Sabrina Ionescu, it took her a little while to get going in that last game. But once she finally got going, it took overtime, but they did end up winning. If Sabrina starts fast, then this could get a little scary for the Liberty because then, you know, they got an answer. They got Nafisa Collier, who's a monster, the defensive player of the year. Very well could have been MVP if Audrey Wilson ain't have that amazing season that she fucking had, right? But, you know, Nafisa Collier, same beast. So they got Nafisa Collier, right, who just don't miss. Sometimes she just don't miss. But Sabrina Ionescu is the X factor because if she starts well and plays well throughout the game, Liberty probably win this game. Then it's gonna come down to us just hoping that, you know, damn, let's keep it within 7, right? But if, you know, she struggles at any point a little bit, The Lynx very well could win this game, and then we'll have us a scenario like last game where we just ride this game out with the lead the whole goddamn game. So we know we gonna win by more than 7, right? But I like the Lynx to cover 8 points, right? Like the Lynx to cover that. I love the Lynx to cover that 8 points, right? Lynx, I've been bad with the Lynx. It ain't broke. I ain't gonna fix it. Don't think the Lynx gonna get blown out on their home court to lose the championship. That'll be crazy. I kind of feel like for dollar's sake, right? This series needs to go back to New York anyway. So I kind of feel like maybe we got, Vegas on our side with this, right? Vegas want Lynx to win this game, so it could be game 5 for the championship. I think women's series go 5 games, right? So it could be game 5 for the championship, right? Lynx, they want to extend the series either way is what I'm saying. I think the Lynx should be able to cover that 7.5, 85% on it. 85% on it. Last bet, Nevada plus 10.5. Again, 2 teams that's not great. Nevada, 3-4. They playing a team that's 3-4. Let me check this. Let's go to this live too as well. I think Nevada's 3-4. Fresno State 3-4. Something like that. I think both teams are 3-4. We taking an adjusted on this too. Like we took the adjusted on the Lynx with the 7.5. We taking an adjusted on this too, on this last one, Nevada 10.5. Now again, I do think Nevada has a chance to outright win this game. Again, I don't love it enough to put it in the love section, right? But I do like Nevada to win, which we go talk about a little later, so I don't want to spoil it right now because we're going to take them with the points and what I love, right? I love them plus 10. Y'all saw how I tried to speed over it. I love them plus 10, right? But Nevada 3-4, Fresno 3-3, right? Things that jumped out at me. Fresno quarterback, 8 touchdowns, 8 innings. Fresno lost. They lost to UNLV 59-14. Nevada just beat Oregon State 42-37. So that's a pretty goddamn win. Oregon State had 1 loss before that. And Nevada just beat them. Nevada is at home. Now, some can say Nevada may be riding the high, but I feel like shit. Before the season, I expect Nevada to be better than 3-4. Nevada had that big game the first season where they almost beat it was an exciting game, high score game, I think. They almost beat who was that? Early in the season it was I forgot that team. San Jose. That was about 2 weeks ago. They played San Jose 35-37, something like that. Almost beat San Jose State, who scored a lot of points too. I think Nevada may be starting to find their groove, right? They played San Jose State close, which may be the best team in their conference, right? Matt, if I'm not mistaken. They just beat Oregon State, right? Who looked like, who are going to make a bowl game. Who look like they may have had playoff aspirations at 4-1, maybe sneaking in there before then. Just beat Oregon State, who looked like they were starting to get the ball rolling. Nevada at home, I like them on the money line, but I love them at their plus 10.5, right? Because I think they're going to cover that 10.5 easy. That's 2. I think they're going to win outright. I like them to win outright. And I segued that. I did that on purpose because I segued that into my like section. And my first like is Nevada on the money line. Nevada on the money line is let's see what it is. Now I know what it was earlier. All right, let me go and put that bet in, that last one in. Right, so my first like, what I love, you see it in the parlay, right? I'm gonna keep that on the screen because that's what I want you to bet today. At least right now, right? If you only got $5 to bet, that's what I want you to bet today. Right? That's what I want you to bet. And if you want to win more, you can bet $250 on there, right? 5, and then you can put the other $250 on what I'm telling you now. I'm getting ready to tell you now, right? But what I see on the screen, right? If you got a little bit and you want to get you know, allow you want to increase that, play what I got on the screen. You can play Brown by itself if you got $100 and up to play $100, $500, $1,000. You got $50, whatever you got. You want to play, you know, a little something. You want to put a little more, right? If your play is a little, you know, your playpen a little, you know, you got a lot to play with in your playpen. Basically, what I'm saying, right? You can bet that Brown by itself 100 or win you 100. If you want to get money off it, put Brown, put BYU, put Nevada plus 10, put those three together. Right? Those the three I have the most confidence in. Nevada 10, Brown, BYU. If you want to go, because that's, I think that every 10 will win you like 50. So if you bet 20 on it, win you like 100, something like that, right? So you want to put those three together. You can put those three together if you want to bet like 25 or something like that. But if you only get like, you know, look, you want to bet a little something, right? You want to bet a little something, you got about $5, $10 to play with. Take this 5-leg that I got on the screen right there. But we gonna segue that right into the light portion. I like Nevada on this money line. Nevada is at plus 114. They at home, so understand, right? You know, they are the, where my market? Here we go. They are the underdog. They at the house. They coming off a big win, right? Fresno State ain't nothing to be afraid of. It ain't like Fresno State, just one of the best teams in the nation. They 3-3. You know what I mean? Nevada has played better teams. You know, 4 losses. That's why they, you know, they have played better teams. You know what I mean? Nevada at home at plus 114. I like it, man. I like it because of the value. I almost put it in the love column. I took them with points in the love column, you know, to be safe. You know what I mean? But at plus 114, that's a like for sure. That's a like for sure. That's a like for sure. You know what I mean? Divided at that plus 114 at home, you know, at home, I'm about 70% confident in that. I'm playing it for sure. I'm putting this in, you know, I'm putting this in now as we speak. So we got Nevada, our first light, at plus 114. Let me drop this in the chat. We getting into the light. We getting into the lights now. So I want to draw a line. Let's draw a line. The loves is at the top, right? We get into the lights. Same squad, right? Same squad. Now, if you want to, you could take Brown and you could take Nevada money line. You could put those two together. That'll get you up to about what, plus 260 or something. I don't know exactly. I'm just, you know, doing the betting math in my mind. Plus 114, plus 124. That'll get you up, you know, that'll get you up there. You know what I mean? That'll get you up there. Plus like 240 or something like that. But Nevada is my first like of the day. I like Nevada on the money line over Fresno. I took them with the points in the first one. I feel like they could win outright at home, coming out that big win. We're going to slide Nevada in there. We got Duke versus Florida State. Staying NCAA football. I like Duke. I like Duke to beat Florida State. Now, the only reason, this is almost a love too, right? This is almost a love too, Duke, but it's a like. It's a like because Duke's offense is kind of slow. Duke is 5-1. Florida State is 1-5. Florida State, huge disappointment this year. Like, I don't think nobody expected them. We expect them to be a good team, but even if they was bad, nobody expected them to be as bad as they are. 1-5, 5-1. You know what I mean? Duke is 5-1, and Florida State is 5. They ukulele, right? 4 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Y'all know I love fading quarterback. More interceptions than touchdowns. I love it. Gets my blood going. I love it. Quarterback in me just gets so excited when I see a team who quarterback has more interceptions than touchdowns because I know I got me a win. I know that team sucks. And it tends to work for me a lot. Not every time, but I swear that method has been working for years. You know what I mean? But anyway, I digress. Better running back production, way better running back production, slightly better wide receiver production, way better quarterback production. Florida State lost to Clemson. SMU, they beat Cal. They lost to Memphis. They lost to Boston College. Pretty good teams. I tell you that. Good teams. Boston College, decent. Like, losing, I think, but pretty decent team. Better than their record says, right? Winning record, only got one loss. I think they're like 5-1, something like that. Shout out to the Memphis boys. Cal, not a very good team at all. They beat Cal 14-9. 14 points. They scored 14 points on Cal. They lost to SMU, only put up 16 points. Got 42 put on them. They lost to Clemson 29-12. So they're not scoring a whole lot. They scored 13 points, 12 points. They won. Scored 13 points in the loss, 12 points in the loss, 14 points in the win, 16 points in the loss, 13 points in the loss. Florida State not scoring a whole lot of points, y'all. Duke, they beat Northwestern 26-20. Northwestern play teams tough. Not a very good team record-wise. Tough, gritty team. They beat them. They beat UConn 26-21. They won it. You want to beat UConn by more than that, but that's what I mean by Duke's offense is slow. They scored 26 points. They gave up 20 and 21, right? It's like a heart attack team a little bit. That's why I can't put them in the love, because they give me a heart attack when I watch them. Although they normally win. Even the game they lost, I took an adjusted spread and they covered. But I digress. They beat MTSU 45-17. They put up 45s on MTSU. I love that, because everybody puts up 40 on MTSU. That lets me know that they're right on par. So they are supposed to put up 40 on MTSU. They beat North Carolina 21 in the dog fight. More money on them that game. And then they lost to Georgia Tech the next week, 24-14. Georgia Tech is a tough team. That's a pretty good team as well. Them having UNC and Georgia Tech back-to-back weeks, I think that's where that loss came from. That's a lot. That was a lot on you, right? And then you come back with Florida State. This could have been a doozy of a run in the schedule, but this Florida State team isn't that great. Duke scored 26 points, 45, 21, and 14. They scored more points, a lot more points than Florida State. Florida State team is not that good. Quarterback has more interceptions than touchdowns. Duke, I think Duke wins that game. Now, I would go Duke halftime in the win. I'm debating on it right now in the like section, right? I'm gonna put Duke money line in my like section, right? So we're gonna put Duke money line. That's minus 140, right? In between undecided, my in between, I'm gonna put Duke halftime in the win there, because Duke halftime in the win, that is plus odds. Duke to win halftime and to win game is plus 120, right? So that's, I gotta jot that down in my back to that. I'm indifferent on that. I like the odds on it, right? That's something that I might want to look into. I like Duke on the money line. I trust them over the long haul of the game, right? I trust Duke to win in the end. But getting there, Duke give you a bit of a heart attack, right? So Duke money line, I like. Duke halftime and the win at plus 120. I think it's worth a shot. We're going to put that in the middle, right? We're going to put that in the middle. You give me a spot. I also only erase my shit. So let's go Duke halftime and win. But Duke is a like. So put Duke. We go drop Duke money line in the parlay. Because Duke money line, I do like that. I like that. Right now, it's minus odds, right? But we gonna put these things together. I think Duke money line at minus 146. Pretty good odds on that. So we got Nevada. We like Nevada money line. We like Duke money line. Right? And we gonna throw Duke halftime in the win in this middle spot right here. Right? Because we gonna come back to that. At plus 120, yeah, we most definitely coming back to that. Yeah, we most definitely coming back to that plus 120. But I digress. Purdue and Oregon. I don't like taking teams to cover 26. I don't trust Purdue enough to cover their 26, right? So I just threw that game away. I ain't even bothered with that game. Maybe I want to go over. Oregon should beat their ass, right? Should beat the shit out of them. If not, they score 2, they get 30-30, right? Maybe you go over, but not a big fan of that. If you're making me pick it for show purposes, over, maybe you go to over, right? But I digress. I digress. Right? So college football out the way. Let's get to boxing. Boxing come on at Twitter today. Let's get to the boxing portion. Right, let's get to the boxing portion. Now, it's some trash ass fights that come on, right? By trash, I mean we can't bet. Like this is why boxing is tricky. You could never really put boxing in the love category because boxing is tricky in itself. Boxing is tricky. Betting on boxing is even tricky. I actually enjoy betting on MMA a little more than I do betting on boxing because boxing is crazy, man. It's weird. It's a weird thing. It could bless you, but boxing is strange. It's a strange place, man. I feel like boxing is, and this is coming from the gambling portion of it, right? The gambling aspect of it. Boxing is one of the most corrupt sports in sports. Like everybody feel like all sports be rigged. Sometimes you have certain players feel like football, basketball, certain things. They be like, this rigged. This rigged. Boxing, you could. It feel like almost every big fight in boxing. It almost feel like every main event in boxing, if you don't get a knockout, like it's like every decision in boxing sometimes. Like what? What? But I digress. We can't use these, we can't use minus 8,000. It ain't no metrics. Can't use minus 8,000, minus 8,000, minus 1,000, minus 350. Can't use none of that, right? So we gonna start with the fights that come on at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern, right? We got Tommy Fletcher, Malice, Volkos, Courtney Bennett, Nick Webb, Sam Gilly, Jake McGann, and it's a fight Juan Corrello and Gilbert Castillo, and then you got James Pagan and Trevor Thurston. I could put this James Pagan and Trevor Thurston. I could put that in the love because I love their fight to go the distance. Their fight to go the distance is minus 295. So we gonna put that in the love. Like this the boxing portion. We put that in the love. I love that. I love that. So let's open this love bubble up a little bit. Let's open this love bubble up. That sounds crazy. Right? So now, yeah, I remember, I like that James Joshua Pagan. And I'll explain it to y'all. I'm gonna explain it to y'all in a second. But so we're gonna put that James Joshua Pagan boxing, we're gonna put that in the love category. Distance. That fight to go to distance. Pagan versus see that when you see what's good, Queen. Appreciate you sliding through this thing. Shout out to the Queen. Shout out to the Queen. The Queen in this thing. But yeah, we taking that thing to go this. Then we go put it in the love. It's minus 295, right? Minus 295 again. If you want to take something on its own today, if you got money, you don't want me to waste your time all day, take Brown there plus 124. You can go ski down, right? But if we trying to build us up a bank account, I got y'all there. We gonna break it down there. We gonna win us some bread today. But we got Pagan and Thurston distance at minus 295, right? I like it. That's a love today, right, Pagan? That fight is at 7 o'clock. Working my way up. This Castillo and I like that fight to go the distance. I like it. It's at minus 175. I like it. Those guys that they record says knockout, right? But the way that they fight, I don't necessarily think nobody getting knocked out. Those two patient guys, they throw weak power, but they patient. So I think it's gonna turn into a bit of a boxing match. I think it's gonna turn into a boxing match. If they could let me get the over on that, that'd be beautiful. But they don't have an over on there because they know niggas like me was gonna beat that over down, right? But I'm gonna put that in the middle. I'm gonna put that in the indifferent. I'm gonna think on it. I'm gonna think on it. I'm gonna think on that. I like the odds on it though. So James Pagan and Dawson, that's a love. That's a love. Carrillo and Castillo, I'm indifferent on, so I'm gonna keep it moving. Sam Gilly and Jack McGain. The over in this fight is plus 100. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in the middle for sure. McGain and Gilly. Gilly got like 20 wins. Gilly got like 20 wins and 8 knockouts, right? McGain got 10 wins and 7 knockouts. He got knocked out 2 fights ago. My mind is telling me Gilly is going to win this fight, right? But I'm not. I don't think Gilly is going to stop McGain. I didn't think McGain was going to get stopped when he got stopped either, right? But I don't think Gilly is that kind of power puncher like the guy was in his last fight. I think Gilly is more accurate than just exclusively power. So something is telling me that this fight is going to go the distance. The over in this fight is 8.5. This is a 12-round fight. The over is 8.5. It's plus 100. I like the over 8.5 in this. I like the over 8.5 in this because I'm really thinking this fight go the distance. The fight to go the distance is probably worth a little cheddar too. Let me see. Fight to go distance is plus 185. So we gonna take Gilly and McGain over 8.5 in the lights. That's at plus 100, right? Pretty confident in that. Pretty confident in that. Nevada, Duke, fight to go distance. What I'm doing now is I'm finding everything that I like, and then at the end we gonna put it all together. But I'm gonna drop this in here as well. Again, this one of these junks. If you got money, right? For my people with money, if you got money, you could bet this on its own, right? I like this over 8.5 and it's plus money, right? So if you got a little bit to play with, you know, you take those singles, you take doubles, stuff like that. My big money people, Gilly McGain over 8.5 and plus 100. That's to go the distance is plus 185. I also put that in the middle. I got Duke in the middle too. This is what that mean, right? I must do that when this shit that I'm. All right, so boom. So we're gonna go Gilly McGain distance. In the middle, like stuff that we're gonna come back to, which is probably gonna be plus money every time, right? So we're gonna put that in the middle. We're gonna put distance in the middle at plus 185. Quick. And we gonna put the over in the light portion at plus 100. So we like Nevada money line, we like Duke money line, we like Gilly McGain over 8.5, right? And we gonna come back to the Duke halftime in the win at plus 120, and we gonna come back to the Gilly and McGain distance at plus 185, right? And we got Pagan and Dustin to go the distance in the love portion, right? With the 5 that you see on the screen. She's up here, but y'all, we go right. So we gonna keep it moving. Yeah, it's a lot easier when you write it down. I realize my brain work a lot better when I write this shit down. Right. Courtney Bennett and Nick Webb. Okay, this fight in particular, right? This fight is interesting, right? Because I think if Nick Webb was active, I think Nick Webb would have beat the shit out of Courtney Bennett, right? But because Nick Webb been inactive since like 2021, right? Nick Webb been knocked out a few times, but I don't necessarily think Courtney Bennett has the power to knock Nick Webb out, right? But Nick Webb been out a few years, so Nick Webb could be shit. You know what I mean? So I ain't sure. You know, I'm gonna go Nick Webb. Nick Webb is an underdog in this fight at plus 165, but he could have a gas tank issue. He could gas out, right? This fight to go the distance is plus 270. Courtney Bennett don't even hit all that hard. From the film that I seen, that dude don't hit that hard. If Nick Webb don't gas out, he's probably gonna beat this dude, right? He's probably gonna beat this dude if he don't gas himself out in the first couple rounds. You know what I mean? But something in me is telling me that this fight is going the distance. And yeah, you see that, I see that, you see that plus 270. Now these are cruiserweights, right? And I'm about to go to this, right? Because I'm about to refresh myself on this as well. Now these are cruiserweights, right? But my film, I watched film on this last night and this morning. Man, Nick Webb, 17 wins, 3 losses. All his losses came by KO. He got 13 wins by knockout himself. He hadn't had a fight since 2021. He got knocked out by Fabio Wardley in 2021, and he ain't had a fight until today, right? Until today. So they very well out of shape. If you watch with Fabio Wardley, he did get knocked out in the fight. He actually took Fabio Wardley's ass. He took it to him. Go watch the fight. Go watch the fight. Nick Webb versus Fabio Wardley. He took it to his ass for about 2 minutes. For about two. No. No, James Brown. No. College football. That's football. Football vote. That's football vote. Brown University college football vote. That parlay up there is college football. I'm getting together. I'm getting together the rest of the plays for the day right now. I'm getting together the rest of the players. That play up there, college football, CFL, WNBA. So you got a CFL play up there, you got a WNBA play up there that you'll be able to play because you said you can't do collegiate sports, right? But no. Well, yeah, that's what I'm on right now. That's what I'm on right now, Vote. That's what I'm on right now. I ain't put Webb in there. I ain't put him in there. Yeah, I'm finna explain to y'all my play, right? I'm finna explain to y'all my play. Now, again, I think Courtney Bennett is trash, right? Nick Webb, I don't necessarily think that he trash because he gave Fabio a pretty good fight. Like the fight didn't last long. You could literally go watch Nick Webb versus Fabio Wardley right now. You could be back here in a minute or two, about 2 minutes now, still be explaining. You know what I'm saying? But he looked pretty good for about 2 minutes. He looked pretty good about 2 minutes. In this fight, I would rather Nick Webb try to, shake some of that ring. I would rather him try to go rounds, right? Because Courtney Bennett is beatable. He's really beatable. Don't think he's great at all, right? This is a 10-rounder. If this was an 8-rounder, I most definitely would take this fight to go to distance. The only reason it's giving me cause to pause is because it's a 10-rounder, not an 8-rounder. But yo, I swear, I don't necessarily think Courtney Bennett is good enough to beat Nick Webb. But if Nick Webb is out of shape, tired, and gassed, then he ain't gonna make it the distance. But this fight to go distance is plus 270, right? I think Nick Webb may be good enough to win this fight. I think Courtney Bennett may be just young enough to where he won't get knocked out. You know what I mean? So I'm actually leaning this fight to go the distance. This is more so, I'll probably have to put this in my indifferent one, right, and come back to it. I'll probably have to put this one like in the middle, right? But the distance on this is at plus 270. It's at plus 270. I kind of like this fight to go the distance. right? I kind of like this fight to go the distance. I'm more confident in betting this fight to go the distance. I wish it had an over or under because I would take it. I don't have an over or under on my book. Maybe you got an over or under. Vote. Do you got an over or under? Over and under on this fight? Do you got an over and under on this fight? Cause I don't got it. If it was an over and under on this fight, I'll be all over and under on this fight, right? I actually do think Nick Webb is the better fighter, right? But because he's been out so long, and because Courtney Bennett is younger, he may be able to just out youth him, right? And if Webb get too tired, then I can see him getting stopped in the ninth or the 10th because he's tired, right? But yeah, we ain't gonna add that fight. We not gonna add that one, right? We not gonna. Well, let's check the scales, right? Webb versus Bennett. Let's check the scale. Because if Webb is in any kind of shape, I think it goes. I think it goes to. I think it goes to distance. I'm finna check them on the scales. Live, we doing this shit live, man. We trying to win us some money. Okay, bet. We finna check the scales, man. All right, this Nick Webb. We finna check scale. We got Nick Webb on the scales, man.
Nick Webb will be taking on Courtney Bennett tomorrow evening at York Hall. Vacant Southern Area Heavyweight Championship on the line. A belt recently held by Johnny Fisher. Daniel Dubois has
Nick, we checking him out. We checking out Nick Webb on the scales. We doing this shit live, man. We doing this shit live. I know we like to do it. We going through all the plays for the day, so put your seatbelt on. Put your seatbelt on. I would like to give y'all something to work with while I go through this shit, right? But you know, the play you see on the screen is a great play. Nick Webb look pretty solid. These some big motherfuckers. I'm watching it on YouTube. I'm watching it on YouTube, bro. I'm watching it on YouTube, bro. Nick Webb.
281 pounds for Nick. Okay, let's welcome to the scouts his opponent. He is unbeaten with a record of 5 wins and no defeats.
Nick Webb, 200.
Third win coming by way of knockout. Please welcome from Bedford, Courtney Bennett.
Let's see what Courtney Bennett look like on the scale. Courtney Bennett on the scales. I think Nick Webb gonna get him. I think Nick gonna get him, man. Oh, I think Nick might get him, bro. I think Nick gonna get him, y'all. I think Nick just a better fighter. He didn't look great up. Like he looked flabby. Looked a look. They ain't really showing his stomach.
Heavyweight championship. Courtney Bennett and Nick Webb. We're gonna face off once the trousers are secured and back on.
Oh no, Courtney Bennett don't look impressive. I'm not impressed with his skills. Nick Webb's skills actually is impressive. He be getting knocked out though. I might go Nick Webb, y'all. The fight to go the distance is worth more than Nick Webb. Courtney Bennett don't get knockouts. Courtney Bennett got what, 6 wins and 2 knockouts? He don't get knockouts. Nah, bro, we take it. Yeah, we go. 10 rounds. I'm putting it in the middle, dog. I'm coming back to that nigga Will and Benny distance, man. I'm coming back to that. I don't want to wreck my shit. I'm coming back to that shit, man. Plus 270, I gotta try it. I gotta try it. I ain't gonna drop that one in the chat. I ain't gonna drop that. We're gonna come back to that one. I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm only putting what I like, what I love. Right? Not what I'm not what, not what I be sometimes I be chasing the bread, right? So these might be bread chasers. Duke, I gotta realize that sometimes, right? Duke might be a bread chaser. Gilly McGann distance might be a bread chaser. Webb Benny might be a bread chaser, right? But I do like the over Gilly and McGann because I think if either stoppage is gonna be late, right? I like Duke for the money line for sure, and I like Nevada. And we took Nevada with an alternate spread on the other. But let's keep it going. Tommy Fletcher and Volkos. When I did homework on this fight, my homework honestly told me that it's a chance that these two big motherfuckers go to distance as well. Both of them been to distance before. Volkos, he got a nice jab, right? Got a nice straight. He take his time. He patient. Tommy Fletcher, Volkov is more, close together with his guard, more textbook, right? Fletcher, he a little loose with his style. It's a hat. Like, y'all, like I wear this hat every day. Like, what is y'all? Y'all never seen the bad hair day hat? Y'all don't remember this? Y'all forgot the bad hair day hat? I don't know. But I digress. But I digress. But I digress. What it look like? But anyway, I digress, right? Fletcher KO is minus 120. Fletcher decision is plus 100. So Vegas don't really know either. Seeing both of these guys fight, I personally think this fight going to distance. The fight to go distance is minus 105. So it's pretty good value on it. The fight not to go distance is minus 125, right? So they really don't know what the fuck gonna happen in this fight. They just expect Tommy Fletcher to win. They more than certain. Now, these are good to tell. They more than certain that Tommy Fletcher go in. Yes, I had to get back. I had to get back in the character, right? They more than certain that Tommy Fletcher go win, right? Me too. I think Tommy Fletcher should win. If you do lose though, it'll be on points. I think you get out box because I think he got good enough feet and movement. You know what I mean to make it through. This Volkov dude hit kind of hard, so I'm thinking Tommy Fletcher not going to knock him out. If Fletcher do stop him, it's gonna be to his body. Fletcher got good body work. If he uses it when his opponent is hurt. But I think if he used it more earlier, or he used it more to hurt his opponents, he could stop more picture. Yeah, Vulcan. I think if Tommy Fletcher, use his body work more early to get the stoppage instead of just, after he got him hurt, I think he could stop, which is easy to say, it's hard to say, right? He got 7 fights and 5 knockouts, or 9 fights and 7 knockouts, something like that, right? But I think he can get guys out of there sooner if he started his body work early because he got really good body punches. Tommy Fletcher. I like this fight to go the distance. It minus 105. I think Volkov is good enough with his jab and with his straight, and I think he hit just hard enough to make Tommy Fletcher have to box a little more than just stalk and walk him down, right? So I'm thinking this fight actually goes long, right? Tommy Fletcher, he's a Volkov is bigger than Tommy Fletcher. Fletcher is taller. He's a tall, rangier, longer guy, right? Got that kind of power. Volkov is more of the Brawly guy. He's not nothing special, right? But just a strong guy with a good jab. And I think it's gonna turn into a bit of a boxing match, right? So I kind of like this fight to go to distance at -105. If this is a stop, I think this is a what, 8-rounder. The fact that it's an 8-rounder, I love the distance even more, right? I kind of feel like I'm supposed to take the distance in this fight based off the style and the fact that it's been an 8-rounder. That's what's making me like this over these other players, right? And it's -105, so you got pretty good odds on it. It's almost plus money, right? So Fletcher and Volkov's 8-rounder distance, I like that. That's a like. We're gonna put that in the like portion. I'm gonna drop that in the chat. And that's at -105. Yeah, I'm telling you, Volkov. Hey, I see something, bro. I see something. I think he's the better fighter, bro. I think he's the better talent, Volk. I really do. I think he's the more talented fighter. I really do. I think he's the more talented fighter, bro. It's just the layoff. It's the layoff. Courtney Bennett not that good, and he don't got a whole lot of power. I think Webb has more power. The thing is, Webb gonna have to not gas himself out trying to get him up out of there. I think if Webb box him, if he just box him a little bit, I think he beat him on the point. If he don't go in there trying to knock him out, I think he can outbox Bennett easily. I think he's the high pedigree fighter. It's just the fact that he's been out so long. But hell yeah. Hell yeah. I see it. I see it, bro. I see it, bro. I see it. I see it. But I'm about to drop this other like in here. I'm about to drop this like in here. So that'll be what? 1, 2, 3. This will be our 4th like. All right. Is at -105. Right, that's another one. That's another straight if you want to play that. You know, that in a sense, -105. Pretty close to plus money. Close enough, I think. Right? Close enough, I think, right? And everything else, all the other boxing fights that we pretty much can't use it. Can't use it, not valuable, not worth the play. So we got Nevada Duke. So we got Nevada Duke, McGann. And again, I haven't parlayed this second thing that we putting together. I haven't parlayed them together yet, right? So I ain't gave y'all a play just yet. We may take some off the first one and put it with the second one, right? You know what I mean? Y'all know I like to get some work done, early, right? But we may end up taking, that one and putting some of these with it, you know what I mean? But we run through everything for the day, right? But yeah, we almost we got a nice little ding. But I digress. But let me put this Fletcher and Volkov distance in here. So right now, our 5 plays that we got right now, our 5 will be worth 93 right now, right? With what we got in the chat so far. 25 will be worth 460 with the 4 plays that we got in there so far. And again, I'm just letting y'all know what I like for today. Not necessarily what I played. I haven't played anything that I was about to go and play that 5 y'all see on the screen. But the more I look through the day, some of these may end up, over there because you saw we had a boxing fight. We added that we love Pagan and Thurston at minus 295. So I may end up sliding it into that 5 you see on the screen. I got one more. I got one more that I like. Pagan and Thurston distance. I dropped that in the chat, right? Oh no, I didn't. Oh no, I didn't. Let me drop that Pagan and Thurston distance. My bad. Let me drop that in there. Because that's going in there for sure. Yeah. But I ain't parlay. I haven't parlayed, my likes. Nevada, Duke, Gilly, McCann over 8.5. Fletcher, Valco, distance, James, Thompson, Pagan, Thompson, distance, right? So everything you see here is just, things that I like so far, right? So we got what, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 likes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 things that we love, and we got 3 things that we debating on, right? So we gonna keep it moving. So that's all the boxing matches for today, right? So I did football. So we got football out the way. We got boxing out the way. Vote. I'm thinking I'm gonna come back to that Nick Webb and Bennett. Got WNBA out the way. How many? 142. MLB. Let's check out MLB. Let's see what I like and what I love from MLB. So let's dissect. We got 2 MLB games today. Let's dissect the MLB. So we got Flattery and Peterson. I don't like picking sides. Not picking no sides. Not picking no sides. I go straight better props, right? Mark Ventos, it ain't broke. Not go fix it, right? Mark Ventos hit, right? Mark Ventos hit. I like it. It's a like. It's really a love at minus 160. I'm being real. Ventos got 2 hits for me 2 days in a row. That baseball kind of tricky, right? That's why you can almost never love baseball, right? Like you can almost never love boxing. You can almost never love baseball. But I do like that Mark Ventos hit. Right? I do like that Mark Ventos hit. Especially with the odds, right? He didn't cash for me 2 straight days. Right? Mark Ventos hit minus 160. That's a like. I'm gonna drop that in the chat. Right, so Ventos, I'm gonna wait till I get to the end. Right, so Ventos, y'all love that. They jumped out in me. Muncie at minus. Muncie is minus 110. Right, let's I know Muncie had a good game the other day. Let's see what Muncie did yesterday. Let's check Muncie out real quick. I got Muncie at hit at plus 100 earlier in the playoffs. Cashed out for me. So Muncie had a hit yesterday. Muncie had a hit Thursday. Muncie had 2 hits Wednesday. And Muncie had a hit Monday. Yeah, Max Muncie. Max Muncy hit as well. And for my baseball guys, y'all know y'all can put these together. Max Muncy hit at -110. Marvinto's hit. Max Muncy hit. Right again, we ain't put nothing together just yet, right? This is just what I like, for the day. What I like, what I love, put them in the likes and the love. Now these baseball, like these, if I had to rank them right, if I had to rank these two, I would love Ventos and I would like Muncy, right? But it's baseball. It's kind of hard to love anything because of the percentages of it, right? But those two hits, Mark Ventos, Max Muncy, plus 190, you put them together, right? Plus 190, you put them together. And shit, let's see. Yeah, those for sure. Right, those two guys. Yankees and Guardians. Judge 1 yard yesterday. Yankees and Guardians. So his hits probably ain't go. Judge hit is at 200. Soto hit 195. Is Rizzo playing that? Rizzo been high. I don't know why they didn't play Rizzo fucking yesterday. Didn't make no sense. Rizzo didn't have to hit each game he came back. Not really sure why he got set down. But Judge hit is 200. She thought Aaron Judge in there. Judge and Rizzo. Ventos, Muncy, Judge, Rizzo. All right. If you split them game by game, uh, Ventos and Muncy is plus 188, and Judge and Rizzo is plus 134. Right? I like those. So we got Mark Ventos hit minus 160, Max Muncy hit minus 110, Judge hit minus 200, Rizzo hit minus 145. Aaron Judge is Aaron Judge, right? Rizzo had to hit each game he's been in the playoffs. It's only been 2 games, but he had to hit both games, right? Anthony Rizzo. Max Muncy had to hit every game this series. Mark Ventos had to hit last 2 days in a row. I won money with him last 2 days. Mark Ventos been in my like 4 or 5 leg parlay, and he been cashing. Hold on, he been like in my 4 or 5, and that Negro been cashing. And that Negro has been cashed. This camera be having my lip looking like Tyrone Big. That's crazy. But I digress. Right, so that's my MLB. We gonna put that together, right? We go. But I'm confident in all those hits, though. I'm confident in all those hits. Numbers check out. Just told y'all like why I picked them. Told you like what they've been doing recently. I gave you their recent trends. Pretty good players. If y'all know, y'all know. You know, Victor's been on fire. Max Muncy been on fire. Aaron Judge won y'all yesterday. Rizzo was injured. He came back for the playoffs. Only played 2 games this series, and they won both games that he played. He didn't play yesterday. They lost. I took him for a hit yesterday, and then they scratched him. I'm like, why the fuck would you scratch Rizzo? He been on fucking fire. But maybe this injury management. I only played 2 games in a row or some shit, but that's some bullshit. You know what I mean? Now, they game winning overtime. Maybe he makes the difference. But I digress. But yeah, that's my MLB. I like all of I like those. Like those 4 hits. Right. That's my MLB. For my MLBers. I'm gonna put some timestamps in this. I'm gonna put some timestamps in this too. I'm gonna put some timestamps in this. And at the end, I'm gonna give y'all a parlay. I'll put some on the screen so you can have something to see when you come on in. I'm gonna put together something at the end. All right, so that's MLB. Where I went. I went 1-1 with hockey yesterday. You know, I ain't really been messing with the preseason like that because it's kind of iffy, kind of hard to tell, right? Kind of hard to tell. So I ain't just messed with it yet because I'm more comfortable with the real thing. So, but what else was it? It's everything, right? WNBA, NHL, hockey, WNBA, CFL, boxing, NCAA, MLB, NHL. Uh, Penguins are the underdog at home versus the Hurricanes, plus 124. Pittsburgh won. Pittsburgh was one of the ones that one of the teams I take in hockey. It can end in a tie. So I'd be sick sometimes. So I'd be taking tie no bet. They ended up being tied in regulation, but they won in overtime, right? I took so it ended up being a void, but they ended up winning. Pittsburgh is team that I've been playing, in hockey. Pittsburgh my favorite hockey team. Right. They at home 3-2 versus Carolina Hurricanes. Now the Carolina Hurricanes historically is a good team. They only played 2 games. They're 1-1. The Penguins played 5 games. They 3-2. The Penguins are the underdog at the house. That's because the Penguins goalies really ain't been the hottest. You know what I mean, to say the least. But them being plus 124 is intriguing. It's intriguing. The Hurricanes scored 1 goal. I think they scored 2 goals the first game and no goals the second game, right? The Penguins can score. The thing with the Penguins is they also can give up some points as well. So while they can't put some points up, they can give up some points, right? They can give up some points. Carolina beat New Jersey. New Jersey playing pretty good this year, and they lost to Tampa Bay. The Penguins beat Buffalo in OT, a game that was losing the whole time. They beat the Canadians 6-3. They lost to the Maple Leafs. They beat Detroit, and they lost to the Rangers 6-0. Rangers beat them 6-0. Ain't no shame to lose to the Rangers. Rangers pretty good. I like to say Pittsburgh Panthers plus 1.5. That's a like today. Pittsburgh Panthers. Pittsburgh Penguins plus 1.5. That's a like today. Yeah, Pittsburgh Penguins plus 1.5. That's a lot today. Right. And I'm gonna put Pittsburgh. I'm gonna put Pittsburgh money line in the one I'm gonna come back to. Right. Plus 124. So again, these are my likes, right? And basically these are like parlayable pieces, right? Some of them pieces you can play by yourself. A lot of them are parlayable pieces. Right? All right, let's keep going. And I'm not gonna use all the hot games. Jets gonna beat the shit out of San Jose Sharks, right? Jets gonna beat the shit out of San Jose. The money line is 325. So that means the tie no bet will be even worse. -4. Yeah, but the Jets go dominate. Like Jets are like Jets are like yeah, Jets should win that game pretty easy. Pitt is -212. That's most definitely a parlayable piece, right? That's most definitely parlayable. 325. That's like a good fight right there. But it's like a lock fight right there for my MMA guys, -325. It's like a lock fight right there. So we like things like that. We like things like that over there, right? Especially if you put it with your Penguins, plus one there. Anybody digress? Three hot games. Then we got Ducks versus Avalanche. Uh, Historically, Avalanche is the better team. Avalanche don't got a win yet. The Ducks are 2-1. I feel like it's a layup. Maybe they hanging the bait out there, hanging the fruit out there for us, right? But in 2024, yes, I'm about to fade the Anim. I'm about to fade the Colorado. I almost got no stampede. I'm about to fade the Colorado Avalanche, the 0-4 Colorado Avalanche with the Anaheim Ducks at 2-1. The Colorado Avalanche have not scored a point yet. So guess where this play is going, y'all? That's why I said, hold on, we gonna hold that horse because I ain't gonna make these jumps just yet. That's where this play is going. These Anaheim Ducks plus 1.5 is going in the love category. Yes, we got some NHL over here at Southern T in the love category. Y'all know, because I did this before. I knew in my mind I forgot it, but I knew I was gonna get to it. It was one of them plays. I knew it was something I was missing. That's why I stood there like, what am I missing? NHL. Anaheim Ducks, right? I love that plus 1.5, right? It's at -120, right? And I like Anaheim Ducks on the money line, right? I like that. Their team hadn't scored a fucking goal yet. That's at plus 260. My guy, Volcan, are you still here, Volcan? Can you play the NHL? Right? So we gonna put the NHL picks together. My likes. we're gonna put my NHL lights together, right? So this Ducks, I love the Ducks at 1.5 at that minus 120, right? They may end up making a parlay. They may end up making a parlay. Yeah, they may end up making a lot. Like love, we got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things that we love. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 3 things we like in hockey, 4 things we like in MLB, 2 things we like in NCAA, and 2 fights that we like. Yeah, and then we got the Pittsburgh Penguins money line that we thinking about, Webb and Bennett distance that we thinking about, Gilly and McCann distance that we thinking about, and Duke halftime in the win. Right. I think those are value plays right there. Like your 50-50s, but it's good value on them. The ones I got in the middle. But yeah. So let me drop this. In here for y'all. So y'all can know exactly what I said. Again, this boy is here to help me. Right, y'all ain't necessarily. He's here to help me. Right, so NHL. I like Pittsburgh at plus 1.5. I like Jets money line. Right. Love is Ducks plus 1.5. Right. And I like Ducks money line. Yeah, so NHL, Pittsburgh plus 1.5, Jets money line. You can go Ducks plus 1.5 in the parlay. But I also like the Ducks on the money line at plus 260. That's most definitely gonna get played. I guarantee you that Ducks 260 getting played. The Ducks 260, and that Ducks 260, and that fight to go the distance, that Duke halftime in the win, them might go together. Yeah, but anyway, I digress. I digress. All right, so let me see. I think that's it. All right, so let's put together our parlay. Or if you already played that parlay on the screen is good. But I didn't make it yet because I didn't want to double bet anything. Right? I didn't want to double bet nothing. Because really, when it comes to the parlays, it's really about what you go play together. Like it's really playing together. Because you can have you can have most of your shit hit, right? But if you play it wrong, let's say we make 20 plays, and let's say we hit 16 of them. But we made 4 parlays and we had 1 on each, then goddamn, that's terrible. You get what I'm saying? But it's really the setup on what you go do. That's why I rank it on like what I like, what I love, and what I love, what I think most likely to hit. What I like, maybe good chance for it to hit. Right? And the stuff that I'm even about in the middle, I like it mostly because it's great value on it. It's a little riskier for it to hit. Right. So let's put together our parlay. We're gonna use the bottom because I'm done. That's it. That's it for today. That's it for today. And I ain't even hurt my brain trying to figure out which preseason team go play which players and shit. I ain't even hurt my brain trying to figure out which preseason team go play which players and shit. So, but I will be dropping a regular season NBA video sooner than I think. Yeah, I mean, and I'm gonna do Saturday boxing tomorrow. Well, I mean 2:30. All right, so yeah, we got 30 minutes left. So yeah, it's parlay time. I can use this time now. Yeah, it's money time now. It's money time. Yep. So that's it. It's money time now. So I'm gonna give y'all 2, maybe 3 of these things. I'm gonna timestamp. I'm gonna timestamp the parlay. So I'm gonna go through this and I'm gonna timestamp the breakdown. I'm gonna timestamp everything. It's gonna be in there eventually. But the first thing I'm gonna timestamp is the parlays, right? Because that's the important part. So this is basically what I be doing every morning, right? Then y'all see me come do this joint. I do this shit about fucking 2, 3 in the evening. What I see now, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna get it out the way this morning, take care of my business, and then I'm just gonna come back later on. That way y'all can see. Y'all saw the madness this morning, right? Y'all are seeing the madness this morning, right? So we're gonna start from this love side, right? We're gonna start from this love side, right? So let's take Brown over Princeton. All right, let's go Brown over Princeton. Let's go BYU. Right? Brown is plus 124. BYU is minus 160. Minus 170 now. Hamilton Tiger Cats. For CFL purposes, right? Although I think they go in, we're gonna leave it out. Right? I love it, but we're gonna leave it out. And they probably gonna win. I might still end up playing it, but for this parlay purpose, we're gonna leave it out. Right? We're taking Hagen and Thompson distance. We're taking Nevada plus 10.5. Yep. And what we rolling with? I should have put Vento's hit in here. I've been putting Vento's hit in my parlays the whole time. He's been striking for my ass too. If I'm sticking to my bread and butter, I should go Vento's right here. If I'm sticking to the bread and butter. Muncie been hot in the bitch. And his odds are amazing. Links. What's link 7.5? Now that was minus what? 250. I'm looking for a nice 100 play. Ducks plus 1.5. Ducks plus 1.5. Yes, sir. Ducks plus 1.5. We go right with it. That'll be the one, all right? Brown, BYU. So okay, I took out Hamilton, Pagan, left Nevada, and I took the links out and I added the Ducks for value. Pretty much. And that gives the plus 1,000. What was that first one? Plus, and the odds are better. 943. This is plus 1,000 right here. Yep. So let me drop this in. Pretty much the same jump, but I adjusted it. I took two more, and I still got plenty of shit I like up here. I love Hamilton, Links, Vito's hit. I should probably throw Vito's hit in here anyway, man. Honestly. Cause it ain't been broke. It ain't broke, man. I'm throwing it here. I'm throwing it here. Ain't been broke, man. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And he got good odds, minus 160. It's really a love play, but it's baseball. It's you know, right? Uh the Jets should win pretty easy. That most definitely could make the San Jose trash. Or 5 will win you, 10 will win you 250, 5 will win you 125, 2 will win you 50, 7. Brown, BYU, Pagan, Thompson distance, Nevada 10.5 plus 1.5. Vintos hits, Winnipeg Jets. That's what I would deem the least. And Hamilton, actually, Hamilton gonna beat the shit out of them actually too. I'm being real. Hamilton gonna kick the shit out of them. The more I think about it, they gonna kick the shit out of them. And I probably ain't gonna give y'all all 8 of these. I'm probably still gonna give y'all like 4. But I'm finna put this shit in. Most definitely. I'm gonna put this in. Most definitely. And I normally do one where I take all. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do one where I take everything that I think. I normally always do that. So I'm gonna do that first. So I really already gave y'all one. I mostly got the same shit in there. Y'all can ride with that, honestly. We can ride with that parlay. Honestly, we can ride with that one. I ain't gonna give y'all my exclusive on here. That's what I ain't gonna give y'all my exclusives on this one. That's what I'm gonna do. That's how I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna save them joints. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna give y'all. Cause y'all finna get nasty. I like looking at it. Yeah, it's some shit out here today. It's some shit out here today looking at the big board for today. The drum boy, some shit out here today. But yeah, I'm gonna leave y'all with that parlay right there. Yep, I'm gonna leave y'all with that jump right there. And I'm finna get through. I'm finna give me something to eat. I'm finna get to work. Cause then fight started at 12. Yep. It's that time, Brian. It's finna be good. I was gonna do something else though. I was about to do something real quick. I was about to do something. I felt like it was important. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put all my I'm gonna put everything I think. Yes, I'm gonna put everything I think in one jump today. Yes, I'm gonna put everything that I just told you. Everything went over today. I'm gonna put that in one. How many pages you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And I can put 2 of the ones that I'm indifferent about, right? So I'm gonna put pretty much everything that they would think I'm gonna put that in one. I'm gonna be about 50 cents. And this one, no, I'm still put Duke money line. I'm still put Duke. It's just something about Duke's slow offense, but it's a heart attack, man. Duke halftime is a heart attack, dog. But Florida State offense even slower and worse than Duke's. But Duke offense is just so slow sometimes. They just the course of the game is so slow. But I trust them to win over the long haul. But the halftime, just never know. But Duke money line, BYU halftime and the win. Duke money line, BYU halftime and the win. Let's go. Let's go Nevada money line in this one. We're going Nevada money line in this. Everything I think for today, we're going Nevada money line in this. It's a light. My love is Nevada with +10. I'm gonna play the light. I'm playing the Duke light, playing the Nevada light, and I'm playing the BYU love. Right. And we go take Brown on FCS. We go take Brown on the money line. We gonna go CFL. We gonna take the Hamilton Tiger Cat on the money line. On WNBA, Minnesota Lynx, 7.5. And basically what I do, yesterday I went 7, 6, and 1 yesterday on my plays. So I finished where I was, he hit a little over half of them had to draw one. The day before I went 3, 1 and 1. Right. So over the last 2 days I went 10, 7, and 2 in my bet. And that's predicting pretty much everything that happened today, right? But we go on links with that 7. Pagan, Thompson, distance. One, two, three. Yeah, we're going Pagan, Thompson. Pagan, Thompson, distance. The fight to go distance is about the same as Thompson to win. I'm thinking Thompson win too. I'm thinking he win on point. But in this one, we go take the distance, right? I think it's safer. We're going Anaheim Ducks plus 1.5. We're going Jets over San Jose. We're going to take Gilly McGann over 8.5. That's boxing. We're going to take Fletcher and Volkov's distance. Right. We go to MLB. So I can tell you, I do this so I can tell y'all my record for everything, for all the picks that I gave today. And we're gonna make this, we're gonna get it back. I'm finna go feed my face. And the exclusive bitch, y'all know exclusives, y'all hit me up. Y'all hit me up on the back line. Or y'all come through the live streams, y'all want to get the, more than the baseline, right? More than the baseline plays. I was about to give them to y'all, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, nah. I've been here long enough. I've been here long enough. We're gonna take those 4 hits, Ventos, Muncie, Rizzo, Judge. These pitchers been pitching their ass out too, by the way, which is why I brought my hits down to 2. Pittsburgh Penguins plus 1.5. Pittsburgh Penguins my favorite hockey team, right? But they could be a bias pick, but I always bet with them, and they've been hitting for me. They've been hitting me. What's good, Teddy? Yeah, Teddy, I'm finishing up, Teddy. I'm finishing. You right on time. You right on time. I got that pad on the screen. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be back. You get the screw with the lives. I'm taking all the plays that I think for the day, and I'm putting them in one parlay. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I took Pittsburgh plus 1.5 as my pick, right? But I'm still gonna bet Pittsburgh plus 2.5 if I can. They don't got the alternate on there yet. I think Pittsburgh, I think Pittsburgh again is worth the shot. It's in my middle. I think it's worth the shot on the money line. I like Pittsburgh with that plus 1.5. You know what? Fuck, I'm right with my team. Yeah, we go Pittsburgh plus 1.5. I'm right with my team. We throw that in there too. So I got 16 plays in there. I'm taking everything I think for the day, right? What's good, Teddy? Let me check this shit out. Let me check it out, right? So Victor's hit, Muncie hit, Judge hit, Rizzo hit. Duke, BYU, Nevada. Took Nevada money line in this one. Brown. Nevada money game is at 9:32. That's why I put it in there because if everything goes smooth, then I have a choice on that one. And that's the last game of the day. But all my picks for the day, right? Hamilton Titan Cat. Link 7.5. James Payton distance. Ducks 1.5. Jets. Sam Gilly. Megan over. Fletcher Walker distance. And again, I'm gonna put all the plays on the screen in case someone went away. before I get up out of here again, so y'all can see it at the end. I'm gonna put the rundown at the end. Fingers plus 1.5. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Right? And my different plays was, so I got Duke, got that Well Bennett, hit money line. So I gave 16 plays, right? Duke is the same play. Pittsburgh 1.5, Pittsburgh is the same play. Ducks 1.5, Ducks same play. Yeah, so I gave 16 basically different plays. I took Nevada with the adjusted on that jump right there. I took Nevada on the money line on my jumps throughout the day for the value. So I gave out 16 plays. I'm gonna bet 57 cents on my 16 plays to win 2,000, right? But that's pretty much everything I said for the day, right? I gave out basically 16 plays for the day. I'm gonna put all of them together. Let me look at this Nevada play. Cause I got a money line here. I'm debating whether I should throw him 10.5 on this one or throw a money line, but I think that's the quarterback with 3 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. Let me check that out real quick. Yeah, just real quick. Just real quick. Let me see. No, that's 8 and 8. Yeah. Yeah, I picked them because they beat Oregon State. Yeah. Let's see if I put Nevada 10 in here. Because I like that. Cause I think all this shit go ahead. I ain't gonna lie. And I got them. Let me put Nevada 10 and see. Because if 50 Cent win me 2,000, then Nevada 10, no, he ain't gonna hurt me too bad. Maybe it might go down to 1,000 or something like that. I'm just putting 15 on it so I can see, so I can tell y'all what I went for my plays on the day, like I've been doing the last 2 days. For every play that I tell y'all, not just my parlay, but for every play that I tell you. But yeah, I know I'm always give out a parlay. Now it win me 1,200, right? Boom. So I'm gonna take Nevada with 10.5. So I bet 57 cents on everything I think for the day, right? If y'all want to play one play by itself today, take Brown over Princeton on the money line. It's plus 124. If you want to take one play today, Brown over Princeton, right? You want to take one play today, Brown over Princeton at plus 124. If you want to take 2 plays today, take Brown and BYU, right? If you're only trying to bet 5, take what you see on the screen. Brown money line, BYU, Hamilton Tiger Cats, Link 7.5, Nevada 10.5, right? Every 5 get you 50. I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm hungry than a bitch. I'm gonna put the timestamps in this joint for y'all. Play on the screen, really, like pretty much a play on the screen. I'm gonna timestamp this for y'all eventually, right? But let me go and run down this joint. We got Brown on the money line, BYU, Hamilton Tiger Cats on the money line, Minnesota Lynx plus 7.5, Nevada 10.5. Appreciate y'all folks sliding through this thing, skin the hallway, Southern T. This ain't the past, this ain't the future, but this the present. That's how we rocking, and I'm out. Look, y'all make sure y'all tell a friend, subscribe to the channel.